r/AskReddit, what's one illegal thing you'd make legal and why? Prostitution. You can have sex for free, but if you charge for it, it's illegal, but if you do it on camera for pay, it's legal. LOL. Reminds me of George Carlin. Selling's legal. Fucking's legal. Why isn't selling fucking legal? Giving water to people who are standing in line for hours to vote. Wait, is this illegal? I was just being cordial. I was being cordial. You guys stand in line for hours to vote? As in, the most I have ever waited was 30 minutes. The real issue is that there are lines in the first place. Having lines like that is voter suppression. Giving water out probably shouldn't be allowed, but the entire thing shouldn't be an issue in the first place. Weed, mushrooms, attaching robot tentacles to your back and using them to rob banks to fund your fusion research, LSD. I too would like to hold the power of the sun in the palm of my hands. LSD for sure. It puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. Suspiciously handling a salmon outside of Parliament in London. It's just a weird law I can live without. Everything except the robbing banks. Actually, come to think of it, F***ck the banks, why am I defending them? The power of the sun. Calm down there, Otto. Renting a tank. If you're the US, this is perfectly legal. You can rent one here. Link. Assisted suicide/euthanasia. Totally. People should totally have the right to choose when they're suffering and want to end it peacefully. But in the USA at least you have to pay for that. I'll end myself in a bathtub with pills and vodka, thank you. Totally, no reason this should be illegal. Prostitute safe working conditions. I don't think it's being enforced anymore. Same for the law about cyclists going at 5 to 10 miles per hour down the road. Could just make brothels a thing again, but obviously a more regulated venture. With security, and a union. Reinstate the duel. Self-explanatory. Caveat, you must slap or be slapped in the face with a glove for it to be legal. Oddly enough, I would vote for this. With the amount of egotistical idiots carrying guns, you know the guy getting slapped with the glove would just immediately shoot the slap before the duel started anyways, LOL. Turning the backseat lights on, sometimes it gets dark and I need to see what I'm doing. Memories unlocked. Why did we all have the same parents? Regulatory overreach, like the requirement for automakers to sell through a dealership, or the limited trading hours some backwards countries impose on businesses. Limiting trade hours sounds like a good thing. If my competitor is open for 12 hours a day, it forces me to do the same, and both our families may wish we were around more. Feeding the homeless. Feeding the homeless to what? You can tell that law was introduced for a very specific case. To the homeless. Abortion in my country. Legalize dumpster diving. Reduces waste and promotes sustainable living and community sharing. Killing your rapist. That's kind of already legal, if you can kill them during the act. I'd legalize more drugs for recreational use and all of them for medical use. The war on drugs failed, it's just a pit to throw money and lives into. Drugs won the war on drugs. Privately hosted versions of games. Like a server? Stores giving leftover food away. Why? Because we're all humans. Police. Is that fucking fish Jenga? It absolutely infuriates me that food producers and stores would rather destroy perfectly good and edible food for the sake of profit than allow those in need to have it. So ethically and morally wrong, it's sickening. Euthanasia for those who want to end things peacefully with a doctor's help. Age requirement, 30. I heard it's legal in Canada. Throwing snowballs at school. Apparently this used to not only be allowed but normalized. Now schools treat the snow like lava. Price gouging. Especially for medicine, food, baby supplies, and feminine products. Shouldn't that be illegal? Vehicle modifications. It is illegal to improve your emissions by replacing your catalytic converters with better ones. Or changing your intake system to improve airflow even though it makes it more efficient. Obviously I don't think we should legalize all modifications for use on public roads, but I think it goes too far as is. Many mods that make your car get better MPG are illegal, but replacing critical safety crush structures with solid steel bumpers or lifting your vehicle so your hood is taller than most adults is perfectly legal. Let's talk about privacy laws. It's high time we reined in the rampant surveillance culture and put strict limits on how companies and governments can collect and use our personal data. People should have the right to control their own information without constantly feeling like they're being watched. And while we're at it, how about ending the criminalization of homelessness? Instead of punishing people for being down on their luck, let's invest in affordable housing and support services to help them get back on their feet. It's all about compassion and humanity. Dan, chat. Animal abuse should be punishable with an equivalent of whatever that person did to the animal. That's illegal? Fuck. Zoo Piles just entered the chat. Giving water to waiting voters is illegal in certain states. Stealing from big corporations. Ending pedos with brutal force. Giving out food to homeless. What? People deserve to eat. Gay marriage across the world. Prostitution. Safer for everyone, a profession that will never go away. Abortion. I think it's unfair that some women get assaulted and are forced to keep a lifelong reminder of the traumatic experience. To add to that, they have to take care of the baby all on their own. Psychedelic mushrooms, because they're good for you. Feeding the homeless. Yes, this is illegal because nonprofits funnel money out of honest people, so they think they're giving it to the needs, but they pocket 90% of the money, hence why homeless people go hungry. In the US, feeding the homeless carries fines and prison time in some severe cases. What's their stance on threateningly handling trout? Hunting people who keep their LED high beams on, when driving, for sport. You can actually blame the federal government for this. They actively block technology that is used in the rest of the world that allows brights to be on all the time but dims the area of the beam where other cars are. Link. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again. Reddit glitch out.